Okay, let's dive right into one of the biggest frustrations for any local business owner. We're going to solve the mystery of why your competitors are climbing the Google rankings, even when you know your work is way better. Let's get into it.
So this is the question, right? It probably keeps you up at night. You see that other company, maybe they're new, maybe you know for a fact their quality isn't up to your standard, and there they are, right at the top of Google Maps. It just feels wrong. It feels unfair. But what if I told you it has nothing to do with being fair, and everything to do with something completely different?
And here it is. This is the big secret we're going to unpack. The businesses that went on Google aren't always the best plumbers, or the best dentists, or the best roofers. They are the best at being seen. They don't rely on luck. They have a system. So first things first, we have to tear down this huge myth that almost everyone believes about how Google actually decides who gets to the top. You know, most of us just assume that if we do great work and have amazing customer service, Google will somehow notice, that it'll recognize that quality and reward us. But that's the myth. Look, Google is an algorithm. It's a robot. It can't feel your great service. It can only read data. The hard truth? Your competitor is just feeding it better data signals. So, what kind of data is Google looking for? Well, it really boils down to three key signals. And honestly, most businesses don't even know they exist. Just remember, Google is not a customer. It's a machine looking for patterns. It wants to see consistent, readable signals that tell it a business is active, relevant, and trustworthy today. So let's break down the three most important signals it's looking for from your reviews. First up, we've got recency. Think about it. A 5-star review from 2019 is nice, but a 4-star review from last week, that tells Google you're still in the game. You're relevant right now. Recency shows you're open for business and actively serving customers. An old review profile is kind of like a museum, interesting but maybe not thriving. New reviews show you're the place to be today. Next up is velocity. This is all about the rhythm and pace of your reviews. Getting a huge blast of 50 reviews in January and then crickets for the next 6 months, that actually looks kind of weird to Google. But getting a steady drip, say 5 to 10 new reviews every single month like clockwork, that tells Google you're a stable, reliable, ongoing business. Consistency absolutely crushes random campaigns. And finally, maybe the most overlooked signal of all, keyword relevance. Google doesn't just count the stars, it reads every single word in the review. So a review that just says great service is fine. It tells Google almost nothing. But a review that says they were the best for emergency HVAC repair in Burbank, oh man, that's pure gold. It literally connects your business to the exact search term a customer is typing in. So once you understand these signals, you realize you're at a crossroads. You're making a choice, whether you know it or not. Are you going to run your business on hope? Or are you going to build a system? In this slide really lays it all out. On the left, you've got what most businesses do, the hope method. You know, you kind of ask for a review now and then, you forget to follow up, you just cross your fingers and hope for the best. And you get this slow, random trickle of reviews. But on the right, that's the system. It's proactive, it's automated, every single customer is asked, there's a gentle follow-up if they forget, and it creates this beautiful, consistent stream of reviews that feeds all three of Google's signals. Okay, so what does one of these winning systems actually look like? You might be surprised by how simple it is. It really comes down to three basic steps. First, you just connect your existing customer list. Think of all that gold just sitting there. Then you launch what's called a reactivation campaign. This is your secret weapon. You're reaching out to all those happy customers from the past who loved your work but just never got around to leaving a review. And finally, you set up an automated process to collect reviews from every new customer from that day forward. You set it, and it runs. And the results? They can be incredibly fast. We're not talking about waiting 6 months. As soon as you turn the system on, those reviews from past customers can start rolling in within a few days. Seriously, within a week, you can see your star rating jump, and more importantly, you start hearing the phone ring more because your visibility is just skyrocketing. So the engine of this system really has 4 key parts that all work together. You've got reactivation to get that huge initial surge from your past customers. You have ongoing collection to maintain that critical velocity every single month. You need professional responses to every review, which shows Google you're engaged. And of course, smart follow-ups to gently nudge those busy customers who meant to leave a review but just forgot. When you put all this together, you're not just playing the game anymore. You're not just getting a few more reviews. You're actually building a real, lasting, competitive advantage. See, over time, this consistent system builds what you could call a moat around your business online. Your competitor might be able to copy your prices. They might even try to copy your services. But they can't just snap their fingers and replicate a year's worth of consistent, high-quality reviews. That lead you've built becomes a lead generation machine that just works for you 24/7. I love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head. You can be the absolute best at what you do, truly excellent. But if your potential customers can't find you when they search, that excellence is completely wasted. A system for visibility is what makes sure all your hard work actually gets seen by the people who need you. So we'll end with this one question, something for you to really think about for your own business. Right now, is your online reputation, the thing that determines if you get found, being built by intentional design, or is it being left completely to chance? Because the answer to that question is probably going to determine where you rank tomorrow.